This is an iHeart podcast.
With Amex Gold, you can make dining out before the big event a big event.
Hey, you made it. It's been so long.
And earn 4 times membership rewards points on purchases at restaurants up to $50,000 per year. And if you're running late, no problem.
Oh, we gotta go.
You get access to card member entrances at select venues, so you can make it in time to catch the big win. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Card member entrance access not limited to Amex Gold Card. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
Your business deploys AI pilots everywhere. But are they going anywhere? Or are they stuck in silos, exhausting resources, unable to scale? Maybe you don't need hundreds of AI pilots. You need a holistic strategy. IBM has 65,000 consultants with Gen AI expertise who can help you design, integrate, and optimize AI solutions. So you're not just deploying AI, you're scaling it across your business. Learn more at ibm.com/consulting. IBM. Let's create.
Hello. From Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. This month, we're talking about outsiders, women who marched to the beat of their own drum and rejected stereotypes about what women should be. They're aesthetic pioneers, norm benders, and often one of the only women in their field. Imagine you're walking into a gallery in London. As you pass each wall, you notice the range of paintings. There is a seaside landscape dotted with English cottages, a portrait of a wealthy woman in giant pearl earrings, a boxing match, and large bouquets of calla lilies. The styles vary as well. Some are clearly abstract, others highly realistic. Each painting is signed by an androgynous name, obscuring the artist's gender. This artist was someone who didn't want to be categorized. Today's Womanican worked tirelessly to never be defined by style, genre, or gender. Please welcome Gluck. It's impossible to know exactly how Gluck would have self-identified under today's understanding of gender. Surviving documents in Gluck's own voice use first-person pronouns only. For our purposes, we'll use she/her pronouns as that is how she was referred to while she was alive. Gluck's given name was Hannah Gluckstein. She was born to a wealthy Jewish family in London in 1895. Her family was part of high society and held traditional values, which Gluck found to be constrictive. As a teen, Gluck began expressing herself in spite of these constrictions. She insisted on going to art school, even getting the head of St. Paul's art department to convince her parents to let her attend. With a reluctant sigh, her parents let Gluck study there. She didn't disappoint and won an award for her paintings. She then contributed her artistic pursuits at St. John's Wood Art School. Gluck found the lessons to mostly be a waste of time, but the school proved educational and transformative in another way. In one of the classrooms, Gluck noticed a student defying gender norms who went by Craig. Gluck was enamored. Although Gluck's parents were hesitant about their child's artistic ambitions, that didn't stop them from bestowing a sizable trust fund to her on her 21st birthday. Now Gluck had the financial support to live whatever life she wanted. So instead of settling down as a good high society woman, Gluck chopped off her hair, bought a studio in Lamorna, and ran away with Craig to the seaside. There, amongst the fishermen's boats and quaint, colorful cottages, was an artist's colony. Miles away from her uptight family and society, Gluck cleaved off the end of her name. She no longer answered to Hannah and went by Gluck. No prefix or suffix. Wielding her new androgynous name, Gluck walked around town wearing men's attire, hair coiffed, and a pipe hanging out of her mouth. The expansive sky, wide-open seas, and slower, softer pace of life fueled her creativity. Here in this bohemian enclave, Gluck learned from many other influential artists and practiced landscapes. One day, Gluck sat down and painted her first known work, a realistic portrait titled The Artist's Grandfather. Legend has it she only needed an hour to complete it. As the years ticked on, Gluck started showing in London and got used to the long commute from the seaside to the city. By 1924, Gluck held her first solo exhibition at the London Dorian Lee Galleries. 57 of Gluck's paintings filled the space. The show was a success, and Gluck received many commissions for portraits. A rotation of people sat for Gluck, elite members of society like lawyers, judges, and their wives. By 1926, Gluck ended her relationship with Craig and exhibited again at the Fine Arts Society in London, this time displaying a range of theater scenes, using more abstract and cubist techniques. Gluck was now represented by the Fine Arts Society. With every exhibition, the focus was never solely on Gluck's artistic prowess. The press couldn't help but comment on her androgynous appearance. Gluck never truly identified as a woman in her life, sometimes referring to herself as a boy with 2 E's at the end of the word. She pushed back when people misidentified her, going as far as quitting an art society when someone wrote Miss Gluck on an official document. Another annoyance at these exhibitions was Gluck's mother. Either by defiance or stubbornness, Gluck did not want her family meddling in her profession, despite the fact that her parents were well connected. But her mother and her mother's friends often frequented Gluck's exhibitions anyway. In the early 1930s, Gluck was asked by the Fine Arts Society for another exhibition. Gluck was dating Constance Spry, a famous florist. For that show, Gluck filled the gallery with paintings of grand bouquets, which soon filled the homes of wealthy London women. Everything changed for Gluck when she met Nesta O'Burmer. Nesta was a playwright, painter, and philanthropist. She was tall and feminine, standing nearly a head taller than Gluck. She was also married to a wealthy man. Gluck, looking up at Nesta, considered her to be the biggest love affair of her life. On May 25, 1936, the two exchanged rings, and Gluck began calling Nesta her wife and herself the husband. That day was called the U Wee anniversary in Gluck's diaries. U Wee was also the title of Gluck's most well-known piece, also known as Medallion. The painting is of Gluck and Nesta's profiles overlapping each other. Nesta's profile looks up as if towards the future, painted in a brighter light than Gluck, who looks straight ahead stoically. Gluck was inspired by a performance of Don Giovanni that the two attended. In the theater, they sat in the third row, and Gluck felt fused to Nesta by the music. But their relationship was inherently strained. Nesta was still legally married to her husband. This could have contributed to Gluck swiftly becoming possessive and controlling. Gluck stated that their relationship was intense and all-consuming. In 1944, Nesta ended the romance, though the pair remained lifelong friends. Towards the latter half of her life, Gluck lost inspiration and put down her paintbrush. This was partially due to what she saw as a decline in quality of painting materials, so she channeled her energy to fight for better standards. She worked with and sometimes against the British Standards Institution to help uniform and improve pigment, oils, and canvases. Not allowing age to get the best of her, Gluck put on one final show when she was 77 years old. At the gallery of the Fine Arts Society was Gluck's final big picture, that of a decomposing fish head titled Rage, Rage Against the Dying of the Light. Critics raved about the show and many paintings were sold. Gluck passed away on January 10, 1978. She was 82 years old. All month we're talking about outsiders. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Talk to you tomorrow.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. SkillBridge and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify.
Hi, I'm Danielle Fishel from Pod Meets World. So for my two boys, I got Samsung Galaxy Watch for Kids. And I'm not saying I'm kind of jealous of my kids' tech. I'm saying I am definitely jealous of my child's tech. This thing lets them call, text, and explore all from their wrist. No smartphone required. And don't worry, you're still the boss. You control who they can talk to, and yes, you can totally stalk their location in real time. Get Galaxy Watch 7 on T-Mobile, now kid-ready with a new paired line. Visit T-Mobile.com to order yours today. Parent and child must have a Samsung account and Google account with Family Link. Requires initial pairing with a compatible Samsung smartphone and qualifying wireless plan with LTE service activated. Please check with your carrier for more information. Trusted contact applies to compatible apps. It does not restrict communication through third-party or other communication apps. Emergency services and contacts remain accessible. Location sharing is dependent on network connectivity and device being recently active. T-Mobile terms via 24 monthly bill credits when you add a qualifying paired watch line. See additional offer terms on T-Mobile.com.
This is an iHeart podcast.